and not just mom and dads too. You have a number of the pro teams too who are coming, sitting in the stadiums, who are watching the team, watching the game, tracking you. They have their scouts too, you know, monitoring kids, up and coming stars. They're monitoring these kids, and you never to know who might be able to spot you.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of you playing. Coach, it's you know, any information you really want to give our international audience, Coach? I know I did mention it earlier, but we have the viewing audience here from the African continent, Europe, the
Yep.
Caribbean region, you know, South America, all over the world. You usually log into our programs, and it's quite a bit of people who look at the program live, and then, Coach, there's more viewers look at the program when it's recorded and rerun on the
Sure.
different
Sure.
platforms. Any
Sure.
information you will really like to leave with them of encouragement, Coach?
Sure. I would say if you have a desire, there's opportunities. But as I mentioned earlier, it starts with what you can control. And then, you know, everyone says, I can't obtain this, I don't have this or that, or that my finances. First thing is controllable. That's your grades. Get the grades, because there are academic scholarships in which will help you tremendously. And then you combine that with soccer scholarship or other type of things. So I'd say first control the first thing, and that's academics. The next thing will be is to try to dive into things that you're interested in studying, you know, and again, get an idea of maybe the region you'd like to go to. I know that for some people, they're like, they have no idea. They've never been to America. They don't know what they're doing. I encourage, don't limit yourself thinking, hey, I have to go to one division. Maybe connect with D1, D2, D3, NAIA school, junior colleges, and then maybe see who comes back to you, who has interests, you know, but do your homework. It's important to really do your homework, show that you know, that you're truly interested, because don't make the mistake and send out 500 emails with all of us on the same email, because that's the quickest way for coaches to say, you're not really interested in us. You just want to see who bites. Make it personal. I mean, because if you want to be recruited, we've got to know that you wanted to be a part of this program and done some homework. And so I would say that's a big thing, you know, among it. But like I said, it's here. Opportunities are here, but you have to put some work in. And like I said, tap into any resource you can. But with technology nowadays, there's no excuse. Everything you need to know information wise is at the fingertip. Like you said here, you can watch this replay. You can look up every university that's in the US, junior college, whatever, at the fingertips and get information, academic requirements. Maybe you're like, well, I don't have great grades. Well, you know what? Maybe the junior college, that's where you go initially. You work on your grades. But if you go that route, make sure you're going that route, understanding I'm coming here because I need to get the great grades. So take advantage of the junior college, get great grades, and then, you know, transfer 2-1. Now, if you're someone that's been on point from day one, maybe, you know, again, your options will be more, expand, you know, academically. And that's what, you know, it's happened with my internationals, many of them, that we didn't have a lot of scholarship, but because of their academics, it was able to make it. And like I said, academics just opens the doors. You know, it's much easier to say no than to all of a sudden us be the ones saying, sorry, your grades aren't good, you know, enough. And so the grades are the number one. And I can't emphasize that. And that, again, the playing is one thing. Don't get me wrong. You got to be a good player and all that. But grades are the most important thing. And then we'll start looking into the other point. But I've seen it too many times where I've looked at players and go, oh, I love this player. And then I look at the grades, and unfortunately, it's just not the standard that's going to cut it. So do those things, reach out, use all the resources, use this platform, ask people, because nowadays pretty much everyone has someone that's come to the States to play. I mean, so try to inquire to see maybe if there's somebody that you know, or a friend. I mean, utilize it all. But yeah, there's so many different resources and platforms to be used. There's really no excuse to not be able to say, well, I can't find it. You can find it nowadays. It's all out there.
Coach Rob, you are a wealth of information and knowledge, Coach. And it's so refreshing to have you on our program, Coach, to share with us information with the parents. And I know they are very much appreciative of it in terms of the listening and viewing audience, to really guide them along the way in terms of decisions. If there's any questions that you would like to ask, please, you can text the questions you'd like to ask. We will hold on a couple of minutes again for any questions you would want to put out there. I'm going to ask Coach a question again because I really have another question for Coach. Coach, and this is more personal and home question. Did you believe you would have been coaching collegiate soccer 21 years, Coach, and more? Was that ever in your mind, Coach? And and I will ask it in a different manner, Coach, because I love working with kids. I love working with student athletes. It's just an honor when you can see someone come to you at one stage in their life and then they depart at another stage, but they are much better than they met you the first time. And you had a lot to do with that growth and that development, Coach.
No, I never would have thought. Obviously, even when I was young, I mean, it was about playing and doing that. I mean, but I've just been so blessed along the way to be able to play a role. And and I think when you go into coaching, is I will caution, because you get a lot of young coaches nowadays. Everybody wants things right away, right? Self gratification, self acknowledgement. But I think you got to go into for the right reasons of. You do it to do it because it's the right thing, and you hope that the one that maybe is not listening, years later, you find out that maybe they did listen and it was all worth it. Because again, I think coaches play such a crucial role. And, I think the biggest compliment I could have is just during some of these tough times that we were having in the States, with the tension that was going on and the sea. I think, one of my, African players, and he put an image of our team that I coached 6 years ago, but he uses as a unity, a united. And I was like, I called my old assistant. I said, I can't believe this is just touching because, we got everyone preaching things, but I guess we must have been acting upon it. It wasn't words. I mean, and for him to feel that, hey, this coach cared about us and it was deeper in what he did. And I think that's for me the most. I want to win, of course, right? It's, we're in the business. That's what we're in the business, to try to win. But most importantly to me, if I had to choose, I would choose seeing successful people enter their life with family, with morals and conviction, that and go on to be successful people. And I think that's what we need to look, more and more, because I've seen so many that focus on one thing, and then they left school, they weren't prepared for what was out there. I mean, because they just put it all into athletics. So I would say, coaching is just been so rewarding. And the fact is, this year was the first year that I realized, and obviously I had it before, that everybody on the team now could be my kids. Everyone. I'm at that age now because my own son plays for me. So it's like, now I realize, oh my goodness, I've been doing this a long time, that every one of my players could be my kids. But to me, they are. I tell them, you are my kids. You're my family. I mean, you are it. So I'm going to talk to you as though I would talk my own, kids. And that's with honesty. And I'll put my arm around you when I need to, but also put, a stern, hand on you when you need to be done, because you're stepping on line off the field. Because I'd rather you make mistakes with me than in life. Because with me, we can correct it. But in life, that you may not be able to get that bad, whether it be a job or anything. So let's make sure we realize that.
Interesting information, Coach. Coach, I want to thank you so much for joining us today and giving us some of your time, Coach. Quality information, very interesting information you shared with us, Coach. And I want to invite you back again later in the season, or when the season about to begin, or after your season, Coach. I would sure love to have you back again to share with us again some more information. To our listening and viewing audience, we want to thank you guys so much for being with us today and spending some quality time with us. I trust the information from our Coach Rob was very enlightening, and it's a learning and developing process. And we as coaches too, we are learning and developing as we make this journey. Coach, any last words you would like to leave us with?
I would just say, take advantage of the opportunities, because the opportunities are there now. Take it, take it. And take advantage, because it's there. I mean, if you want something, at this point, greater than any other point in terms of internationals, even Americans, the opportunities are there. You just gotta, you gotta put in some work. Like anything else, you got to reach out. You've got to do your homework. And again, as we've said another time, got to take care of the stuff in the classroom. But like I said, I mean, I just, I just love this game. But most importantly, what's been the most rewarding, just love seeing lives change for the better and seeing them come in as young men and walk out as men. That's what's super exciting, is to see, these young men or women coming in at one way and seeing them, and all of a sudden seeing them later on being successful people. And it's just, and it's exciting. And to maybe there was a small part you played in that role, and so again, you never do it to go, hey, what about me? That's, if you do that approach, it's not the right way. You just do it because it's the right thing. But no, so super blessed. Anything I could do, like I said, I was super excited to help, because anything I can help, in terms of getting players an opportunity, to study or to answer questions, I might give them, hey, maybe look at this, platform. This may be an opportunity for you. I would do, because, somebody's always helped me. I always say my journey in life has never been alone. I've always been. And so I feel like if I can play that for somebody else, so be it. I mean, I'm going to give it back.
Thank you very much, Coach. Coach, thank you again, Robert. Thank you a million for joining us. And Coach, I know you are always there when we have different guests. You log in on social media and listening. You send questions and you ask questions and that kind of stuff. And thank you so much for being a supporter of what we are doing here at AR Student Athlete Soccer Scholarship. We are here to share information. We are here to help with a pathway and give information. And as Coach mentioned, a true coach is one who gives.
Yeah. And I want to say thank you to you, because, I'm sure, hey, not everyone does it, and not that you go in there asking, because to you, when you see someone succeed, that's rewarding itself. But thank you. That's why I follow. I was believing, following, and this has been the right thing. And hearing the discussions and other great coaches that have been on, and just you're always learning, and I always learn new information. And when you have even players and hear their perspective, because it gets me to think, okay, this is what their thought process is a little bit. And so I've enjoyed it. But thank you to you and what you're doing, and it's such a valuable tool to help, hopefully inspire, young men and women to say, hey, there's opportunity, and here's someone trying to give us these opportunities. So yeah, thank you.
Coach, thanks again. Thanks a million, Coach. And we will be speaking again soon. I want to thank you so much. Stay safe, Coach, and we'll speak soon. And I know you're in the middle of your spring season. I want to wish you and your school and your kids in the background there all the best, all the success in the world, Coach. And I know we will chat pretty soon. To the listening audience, thank you guys so much for being with us tonight as we continue the journey again to continue informing and educating about the information and about schools and colleges, universities, junior colleges, getting you ready so you can have a successful journey. Coach, once again, thanks again. Most appreciated. And we speak soon again. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Coach Rob.